Well, been excited for this to arrive. This is something I use all the time. Video backdrops, super useful. Let me show you the first one I have, and this is a new one for 2022. I've got one that's in white, and so let me show you how that works. You just literally load it down, and you've got an instantaneous, although not quiet, seamless floor photo backdrop. So then you can punch it in, and yeah, look at that with the nice lighting on it. Yeah. So this is how you can use a photo backdrop with paper. This new one that I have is a sort of a dark charcoal thunder gray, and so I'm gonna install it up here on the sort of rigged system that I have to make this happen. It's basically using a couple of key components. Let me show those. So this is a super cheap kit you can buy to make your own photo backdrop. I believe this is 86 inches long, which is good for video. They make one that's 106 inches, which is a whole nother setup. But essentially I'm going to be installing these two things up into the tube and hanging it from the ceiling, and again, allowing another hang chain to be down there for me to crank it and automatically change the backdrop for photos or for video. So let's watch that time lapse. Oh, I mean, look at this. So here we go. Gotta see if this is gonna work or not. So we may have to go for the lower one. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, as it turns out, I bought the shorter roll. So I got one of two options. Send it back or fix it. And I will probably go with the option of, you guessed it, fixing it. So now for some McGuyver-ing. Here we go. All right, so a new day, new solution, and I brought some tools. So we're gonna figure out how to do two things. One, to hang this great paper up where we want it to, in the right way. And also, we're gonna use an old piece of PVC pipe that I have. So with some tools and some time, a little ingenuity, some McGuyver-ing, we're gonna do it. Here we go. All right, so it's day 3, different shirt, obviously, of me trying to figure out how to make this work. So hopefully this will be the last day of work on this. It's Friday, so Lord knows I need to be done. Well, I think I got a solution figured out with some ad hoc work, so we'll see if this works. Well, not absolutely perfect, but I think it's gonna work. So now to rig up the chain, this lovely sensor package. So cool part about this is the chain just snaps back together after you put it through where you want it to be. And then this whole thing just, yeah, works kind of magically. Now just to cut the top and be ready to go. I should use something giant to do this, right? That sounds safe. All right. Well, almost died right there. That would have been great and epic. Of course, at the end of the project, that's the most dangerous time. Should there be a countdown for this? I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. So yeah, again, great part about this is you could literally just have this be a nice cropped in, serious moment conversation. Let's give it a shot. Hi, I'm Joseph McGuyver, and welcome to a very serious YouTube video today about how in the world to install a paper backdrop. Well, here's the show of making it happen. Not easy to put these things up necessarily, but once you've got it installed, really quick and easy just to put it up. And then, like I said, you can roll this back up when I don't want it. But to have a nice sort of gray, stark background, great for portraits, great for YouTube work, also great for church work. But I could literally put someone on this if I want a more slightly serious tone, or just to have a little bit different vibe in a video. It's also great if I was going to be doing some sort of talking head type something and want to have graphics here, again, this paper backdrop looks nice, but it just gives me a blank slate, pretty close to the color, to work on and use. So, helpful, fun, lots of finagling and tools to make this happen, but we did it. So, all right, so this is one of the ways you could do it to get it closer in like this, standing on top of the backdrop. So you could even get like a full body shot. If you want shoes in the shot, you just have to turn the camera sideways. So let's give that a shot and see how it looks. Got the Nanlite Forza 60B here. It's bi-color, so we can change the light temperature. This is at least one of the ways you can use a paper backdrop like this for a full body portrait or a cowboy sort of knees up shot. There's no other lighting in the room except just some light coming from outside the office here. All right, so mostly a full body portraits all the way to 16. What does this look like if it's all the way like this? So again, you've got full body shot here, pull the paper out a little bit further, and then you've got a portrait. So you can strike a pose. Yeah, let's make those come in for a little bit like this sort of portrait. So we could do one of these. So thanks for tuning in today. See you in the next video. Peace. Yeah, I think the ultimate subtitle of this video really should be, how many tools does it take to put up a paper backdrop? The answer is a lot when you don't order the correct size. So the moral of the story is, when you're ordering paper backdrops, make sure you measure your thing, make sure it works.